we just got a package. We just got a package. We just got a package. And I know what's in it. Hello, my little beans. Fluffernutter here. And as you can see, I am really excited for this package. Now, before we get into that, the reason why I'm so excited is it is something I've always wanted as a child growing up. But my family, let's say we were the poor family that couldn't afford much. That, and who in their right mind is going to pay $200 on a toy for a child? Yeah, I know I wouldn't. Don't get me wrong, when I was a kid, I thought it was, oh, why don't you love me? But as an adult, I can safely say with adult problems, I know why. But what is in here has me really excited because it was definitely worth the wait. There's always that saying, things happen for a reason. I think this was the reason. I am excited to fucking own this piece of nostalgia. So without further ado, let's open it up. Got my knife here. It does say fragile. Let's be very careful there. Oddly enough, right, I found this knife on the street, and of course I washed it before I started using it. I'm like, that's perfect for, packages, for reviews and stuff, easier than scissors or the dragon blade that I have lying around somewhere. Oh, I just can't. I'm so excited. I can't. Oh, I feel like a child. And I can't wait to dive in. Okay, moment of truth.
Bye, bitch.
Okay. Man, that box is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Now, the reveal. Oh, we have a little card from Cybotron. That should give y'all a hint of what this is if you haven't read the title already. Oh my god. Oh, fucking A, right. Oh, I'm so excited. And you have no idea how much this figure means to me to have in possession. Look at him. He's so precious. I've always wanted a G1 Optimus Prime. Like I said, it was way out of my family's budget, let alone mine. So to actually have this variant means the world to me to actually own it. I mean, before I had the granddaddy mold, my G1 Prime that I had, or close to it, was the old legendary 38 Studio series, which is still an amazing figure. Definitely still my favorite design of Primes there are throughout the whole series, but you can't beat the original. And I've been a fan of Transformers since I was, 5 years old. And I remember my very first figure was from Transformers Cybertron. And it was like a combined, I think it was Prowl and this white truck. I want to say his name was Armorhide. I want to say that's what they were called. And they would combine into this combiner, as they called. No way around it. Grew up with the Michael Bay movies. I know the criticism is there, but I am excited. If the rumors are true that Michael Bay is, finishing that series with the next installment, I'm all for it because it definitely needs an ending. Because the last night, yes, was shit. I fell asleep in the theaters with that one. And that's one thing I can cross off the bucket list is I've seen every single Bayverse Transformer in theaters growing up. From one to last night. And then Bumblebee I saw, but I couldn't see the Rise of the Beast in theaters because of a certain ex-relationship that I was in. But besides that, I finally have the granddaddy, the OG Optimus Prime. Well, not the OG, but better in every way. So enough yapping. Let's get him open. I do want to keep this box like for storage, like if I move, which I don't plan on moving soon. And I want something. How the fuck do I open this? There we go. We got it. We got them. Pull out the sleeve. Not even 2 seconds and I'm dropping shit. We got the instructions. Oh my god. You're stumpy. Ooh, he got rubber tires though. Look at him. Oh, he's so precious. Now we want to be very careful. I'm gonna need scissors. Ha! I always thought it was funny how they have these robots always like a crucified to the box. There's stuff on the back. Before I open this, look at the wrapping. The Autobot insignia. That is dope, man. They thought of everything. Like, this is an actual tribute to the original. Oh, they're accessories. Okay, so first off the bat, we have the Ion Blaster. And it comes with his Diaclone rifle. None of y'all know, he wasn't originally called Optimus. He was called Convoy in Japan. And Admiral says, fuck that, we're going to steal that and make it our own. Pretty much a synopsis, but that's America for you, stealing ideas. We have his Energon axe, sculpted in a transparent plastic. Very nice, very nice. And, last but not least, he comes with a very tiny matrix. This shit will focus. That's the best we're gonna get. Comes with a little tiny matrix so he can light our tiniest battery. The figure itself, oh my god, he is really sturdy. He is so tight. Ooh, okay, so that moves. I really like this. It is so freaking precious. Hell, I'd even say it's better than the original. And I'm an OG fan. There he is. The granddaddy, Robo Jesus himself. Look at him in all his majesty. Yes. This is a new edition, which I definitely like, because the original, it was just hollow in the chest. And now, that's where the Matrix comes in. You just put it in the slot, like so. Voila. Yeah. I still can't believe I finally have him. I did some research. Apparently, he's like a budget missing link, which is essentially a die-cast metal, more homage to the original than this guy. But you know what? If anything, I say it's backwards. That the missing link is the budget variant of this guy here, because he is a lot better in many ways. I prefer this over the missing link and the original. And as I'm looking at him, I notice it's got a little light bar. If you know Transformers, you should know what that is. It's called light piping. Basically, it gives his eyes the ability to glow. And I love how they're yellow like the original. I really do. Now, like I said before I had him, I had him. And you can definitely see where this guy, they took a lot of inspiration from the original. Basically, same shape, really. That's a cool touch. I never noticed that. This guy's still my favorite, posable figure to date. But you can't beat the original mold. You really can't. I mean, again, look at him. He is so precious. Rocking his little truck pits and his Autobot insignia molded in. But now let's get to the accessories. Now each weapon, ooh, that's really tight. Each weapon can be, like that. And that looks good. You can blast people. That's nice. I think I prefer the Diaclone blaster over the Ion Cannon when it comes to him. Just makes it seem more authentic. You know what I mean? Now, as transformation goes, it's basically the same as the original, except with new features like this. Head back, hello, that back. You wanna take these hands here. Ooh, I don't like how tight that is. Oh, I don't like how tight that is. Then put that up. And just like the first verse. This one. Oh, God. I'm hoping this loosens over time, because if not, I feel like he's gonna break. And you wanna, feet, bring them down. Have these babies together, which he is a very stiff boy. What the fuck? Now, after you have fought with him for about 5 minutes, you can now lean that back. There's these 2 tabs here. You can't see them. 2 tabs here, supposed to peg into there, like so. Then, basically, G1 prime fashion. Hold the arms in. Just wanna, maybe. Oh my god, he's gonna fuck with me, isn't he? Fold these arms together so they all sit nice and flush. Now the truck mode is even more adorable, and I've noticed that the wheels, if I can get them focused, say Cybertron Radio, which is an homage, sadly, and I say sadly because I still can't believe this is a manga series, Transformers Itakiss. I'm not even going to bother explaining what it is, because it's just all types of wrong. But I do dig the truck mode. Again, it's a G1 Prime. How hard is it to get a G1 Prime? Now, if you're worried about storage, Hasbro pretty much said, we got you. And you can basically just plug in that like that. One blaster, 2 blasters. So you got all 3, which kind of looks cool. Don't get me wrong, it's weird for a, truck. There we go. Loosey goosey. For a truck to have all that just jutting out in the back like pew pew bang bang and slash. But to me, if you look at it, it kind of looks like he has a tail. From a certain angle, like if you were to remove these, it looks like he has a tail. Yeah. So that is nice. Now for size comparison, here we have, let's move this thing out of the way. Here we have him with Studio Series 38. Let's raise this up just a little bit. So you can see where I stack on. And he is very tiny. He's almost chibi sized. I mean, the proportions are there. I much prefer this truck over this one, but don't get me wrong, can't knock the original. Here's a throwback. Here he is with Deluxe Class Favors Prime from Dark of the Moon. This is the only other Deluxe Class Optimus I have. And this one I had since I was a kid. So he's kind of missing some stuff. And to bring out something else unique, here we have Nightbird from Rise of the Beast. And I want to say the scale is kind of cohesive. Now, who the fuck am I kidding? This is terrible. And again, they're not for each other. And this one definitely has the best weapon storage, I still say. The exhaust being the sword. Chef's kiss. Now, here he is with RC. Now, I have to hold this one up because I lost her blaster that keeps her up. And the scaling is god-awful. But yeah. Now, y'all were going to be surprised. Let's include some actual 80s Transformers that I had from my youth. These were actually a gift from a elementary school teacher, so I've had these since I was little. Can't even tell it's a newer Prime. That's sad. But yeah, I really love this Prime. He is so adorable. Got the rear lights not painted. There is a Toys Hacks thing, out there, but I like to keep my figures as mint as possible. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have the G1 aesthetic stickers all through him, but I like my Prime the way he is. And that's how it should be. Take it as you get it. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about with this guy is how articulated he is. This, to me, is a toy kids would have expected him to be, or pretended him to be back in the day. Because this guy, who can be set in a numerous amount of poses. And I mean many poses. And a lot of that has to do with the hip skirt. This part, right here. And I mean, the legs, I have a pivot. It's a baffle that this guy was only $25. Except for me, I had to pay $50. Because I had to get him online. Couldn't find him in person. And again, it is, almost a 2-year-old mold, so they're not going to sell them. You know what I do find? These things. Devastation Prime, which I kind of want to get to see if it's as bad as they say, but at the same time, I'm not going to waste the money. I'm broke enough. It's a miracle I got this. And I'm really glad I did, because this brings the inner child out, and he makes him very happy. This is definitely one of the best purchases that I have ever done. It was probably a frivolous one, but I saw him on Amazon, and enough said. I'm like, you know what? I ain't got no one to tell me what to do. I'm gonna do it. Fulfill my dream of owning a G1 Prime. And you know what? How? It may not be the original, but you know what? This thing takes the cake. He is probably better than the original to me. You can't go wrong. For the $25 price point, if you can find him in stores, that is, or really cheap online, where I couldn't because I'm limited to what I can use at the moment, I'd get him. Because he is definitely well worth it. And that is where I'm going to leave this review. This is Fluffernutter and Optimus Prime. Stay tuned, my little beans, and time to roll out.